Hello, everyone. This is Tri Week in Simulation Baseball on Cleveland Baseball Fan 879 YouTube channel. My name is Tim, and I will be going over all the offline games from series against the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. Game one of this three-game series against the Tigers was Paul Bird against Nate Robertson, and the Indians get out to a 1-0 lead when Andy Marte with a one-out double and is brought home by Casey Blake with a two-out single. They would extend their lead in the sixth inning when a leadoff single by Grady Sizemore. He goes to second on a groundout, goes to third on another groundout, and then Victor Martinez with an RBI single puts the Indians up 2-0, and they held that to the bottom of the seventh. After the first two were out, Maglio Ordonez with a double, and then scores on a Carlos Guillen single, and that makes it 2-1. And then they bring in Borowski in the ninth, and the second batter up is Maglio Ordonez, and it's out of here. Game is tied at 2, but the Indians come right back in the top of the 10th. Tim Burdack finished the ninth and came out in the 10th. He walked Kelly Shopick. Then Andy Marte doubled, put runners on second and third, and after a sacrifice fly by Grady Sizemore scores Shopick. Casey Blake with an RBI single. That scores Marte, and then Mesa came in, and he allowed a single to Travis Hafner, but no further damage. And then Borowski came out again. No, Roberto Hernandez came out in the ninth or in the 10th inning for this save opportunity, allowed a leadoff double, but struck out the side. The Indians win 4-2. Borowski, your winner. Hernandez gets the save, although he didn't really have one in real life. The loss goes to Tim Burdack. All right, game 47 was played on the channel. It was a squeaker. Go back and watch if you have not already. And the final game of this three-game set, Fausto Carmona against Mike Maroth. And this was a lot of Indians. Started off slow for the Indians, getting a run in the second inning. After a fielder's choice reached Trot Nixon, Jason Michaels doubled, and Nixon scores all the way from first, 1-0 Indians. And then they put up a 5 spot in the second inning, highlighted by a 2-run homer by Casey Blake, and then a RBI single by Johnny Peralta, and then an RBI double by Trot Nixon. And then Nixon would score on a two-base error by Curtis Granderson. The Tigers would come back with two of their own. Brandon Inge with a 2-out solo home run, and then Craig Monroe with an RBI single scoring Curtis Granderson, who doubled. That made it 6-2, and then the Tigers would make it 6-4 after Ivan Rodriguez with a 1-out 2-run homer, and they put it a little close, but the Indians would come back with three of their own. Johnny Peralta with a 2-run homer after Victor Martinez got hit, and then Ryan Garco followed up with a home run. 9-4. Both teams would add single runs in the Tigers, the bottom of the eighth, on a Carlos Guillen single, and then on a RBI ground out from Travis Hafner. 10-5. Carmona goes 7 to get the win to move to 4-3 on the year, and Mike Maroth will get the loss. All right, now we move on to Boston. Game one was Cliff Lee against Curt Schilling, and this will be the biggest margin of victory of all three games, and we'll get to that in just a second. Indians get off to an early lead after Grady Sizemore strikes out singles by Casey Blake and Travis Hafner, and then with the Victor Martinez double, Blake scores, and then an RBI ground out by Trot Nixon, and then a two-base error by Willie Mopena scores Victor Martinez, and that brings in the third run. The Red Sox would get a run back in the bottom of the first. Coco Crisp, a solo home run, 3-0, but the Indians come back with 2 runs. Casey Blake and Travis Hafner go back-to-back, 5-1, but the Red Sox cut it to 5-3 when an error by Casey Blake puts on Julio Lugo. Coco Crisp with a single moves runners first and second. Or puts runners on first and second. Then Kevin Youkilis loads the bases with a single, and Manny Ramirez singles him home. And then J.D. Drew with a sac fly. It's 5-3, but the Indians come back with 2 more in the top of the fourth. Grady Sizemore leadoff double. Casey Blake walks, and then Victor Martinez scores Sizemore with a single, and Trot Nixon scores Hafner with a single. 7-3. Both teams would add single runs in the bottom of the sixth for the Red Sox. A single by Dustin Pedroia scores J.D. Drew, and a single run on the top of the seventh. DeLucci leadoff double moves over on a single by Josh Barfield, scores on a wild pitch. And that would end the scoring 8-4. Cliff Lee gets your win to go to 2-4. And Kurt Schilling goes 3 1/3 innings and gets the loss. Wow. All right, here's game 50. And this is Jeremy Sowers against Josh Beckett. And you thought this one would have been a blow up, but this was actually a fantastic game. Red Sox get out to a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Single and a stolen base by Coco Chris. Scores on a Kevin Youkilis double. And then on a single by Manny Ramirez moves to third and scores on a pass ball. Makes it 2-0. And then Mike Lowell with an RBI double makes it 3-0. But the Indians would tie the game in the fourth. And with 2 outs, single by Victor Martinez, double by Trot Nixon, and a single by Ryan Garco scores 2. And then after a walk to David DeLucci, Josh Barfield with an RBI single ties the game at 3. The Indians would go ahead 5-3 after a 1-out double by Trot Nixon. Ryan Garco with another RBI, his third of the day, makes it 4-3, and then would score on a Barfield double, his second RBI of the day, makes it 5-3. However, the Red Sox get some runs in the seventh. After a leadoff single, Sowers was pulled in the seventh. Good performance by him. Gets a no decision, but went 6 innings. And then with 1 out, another single by Chris put runners on first and second. And then with 2 outs, Manny Ramirez with a 2-run triple ties the game at 5. And then Rafael Perez comes in and closes the door. The game would remain tied until the bottom of the 11th. Leadoff single by Coco Crisp. This is with Fernando Cabrera pitching. And then another single puts runners on first and third. They walked Manny Ramirez to load the bases, and then J.D. Drew with a deep fly ball. It was caught, but Coco Crisp will score from third, and that's your ball game. 6-5, the Red Sox win. Cabrera will get the loss, and Brendan Donnelly, who pitched the 9th and 10th inning, 10th and 11th inning, will get the win. All right, the last game is just uploaded on the channel on Sunday. If I would recommend watching that before watching this, or you can watch this first and then watch the game and see what happens. But whatever it was, please enjoy the next game. It was another thriller. I'm gonna just tell you that. I'm gonna tell you how it ends, but you will see. All right, so the next thing on the channel will be Game 3 of the 2016 World Series. I have not even looked on what the next game in the Indians replay is or who they're even playing, but I will give you the game I will play out of that series after the 2016 game. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've not already subscribed, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever game you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good night, everybody.